Acronyms, jargons, and idioms. Cybersecurity is plagued with them. But also, if you take a step back, you also will understand that accounting, finance, macroeconomics, microeconomics, and so forth, they all have their own jargons and acronyms and so forth. However, executives in your organization better understand them because they're familiar with them, while cybersecurity, they might not be so familiar with. Now, in addition, we come up with brand new acronyms almost every year. While in finance and macroeconomics and other disciplines, they are more constant. Granted that. However, in a recent Kaspersky survey, 42% of C-board executives said that these jargons, these acronyms, hinder communication, hinder understanding of the cybersecurity posture in the organization. However, I do understand that fact. However, communications is a two-way street. Having the right questions at hand to ask these executives presenting to the board, may that be the CISO, the CISO, the CIO, or the CEO, regardless, having the smart questions ready to go and ask them and have that two-way interaction would help a lot. Now, understanding what the cybersecurity posture of the organization can be simple questions, open-ended questions, and that can draw from those jargons the actual intent and the meaning of the conversation trying to be relayed to you. You could just say that, those jargons that you don't understand, you could basically ask them or ask simpler questions. Say how those facts that you present, those findings, those metrics that you present relate to our revenue stream. Is hindering for us to move forward, gain more revenue? Are those reducing our revenue? And start having these open-ended questions that will draw that from the executives presenting. That could be as simple as that. So yes, I do understand that jargons are a pain, right? So trying to understand them, but having the right questions ready is also very important. So what that leads to that the C-board level executive need to have cybersecurity knowledge. I'll stay away from the cybersecurity background, but yes, it would be very helpful. But having cybersecurity knowledge, right? Knowledge sufficient to be dangerous. Let's say that, right? Knowledge sufficient to elaborate a simple question and don't need to be very complex. Simple questions. Could you explain how your cybersecurity strategy is supporting the mission of the organization? Can you explain, of all those metrics that you're presenting, how many are those aligned or actually impacting the system supporting the mission or the company objectives that we're trying to achieve here in this boardroom? Those are very simple, plain English questions that you can basically have those metrics being presented, those measurements, those facts being presented to you, and ask right back to the executive presenting that and say, could you explain how that aligns to what we're trying to do here today and what we're trying to do here with the organization next 5-10 years that we have on our strategic plan? Having those questions ready will make a big difference in the communication in the boardroom.